Yo guys, it's me again and welcome to the team builder for week 8 of GWA. Final week of the season, hoping to end the season with a win. Last week we drew. I think that's my first ever draw in draft league, so yeah. Incredible game versus Caleb. We went 4 versus 4, so yeah, no winner there. Which means that Elliot overtaken me for first seed. He won his game, so he's 7-0. I am 6-1-0, so... But Elliot faces Caleb, which is actually quite an interesting game. Way more interesting than this game, because if Elliot wins, that means he gets his top spot, and he probably knocks Caleb out. But if Caleb wins, I have a chance of getting my top spot back if I beat Old Man, aka Wolf, who's my opponent this week, and Caleb clinches his playoff spot. So that's actually one of the games of the season, in my opinion. But I don't have any control about that. I only can control what I'm doing. I'm fighting against Wolf, who is 2-5 with a -9 differential. So he's pretty much out of playoffs, but there's still an outside chance. Like, he has to beat me quite handily, to be honest. And then he has to hope that a lot of people in between, like the 3-3 people, they all lose. So he has to hope Maki loses twice. He has to hope Zach loses to Forza. He has to hope Steve loses to Tog. And Wolf beats me more than Tog beats Steve. And he has to hope Kart loses versus Offline. So a lot can happen for Wolf. A lot needs to happen for Wolf for him to make playoffs, but he still can. That being said, Wolf has never beaten me before, and I'm not planning for him to beat me. I kind of like to beat him, because he trash talks a lot, even though he doesn't have any reason to. I can only imagine if he finally gets a win over me, how much trash talk he'll do then. So let's make sure this doesn't happen. Continue my undefeated season. Hopefully overtake Elliot and get first seed. Alright, Wolf's team. Raging Bolt, Cinderace, Crocodile, Primarina, Yuxi, Hydrapple, Glimora, Fortress, Sceptile, Conkeldurr, and Sableye, with his 3 Terracats being the Yuxi with Poison, Steel, and Fairy, the Fortress with Ghost Water and Bug, and the Sceptile the Goat with Grass, Flying, and Dragon. Right off the bat, I don't expect Sceptile to come. It cannot break through my Corviknight. Like, at all. So, Fortress as a Terra Captain is weird because I think it kind of likes its natural typing. So, if the Terra Caps come, it's definitely going to be Yuxi in my opinion, because with Terra Steel, it can hardwall my Clodsire setup on it. So, that's what I'm expecting for him to bring. Other than that, Raging Bolt is obviously scary. Cinderace is good into me because I only have Corviknight as removal and I do have quite a fair bit of hazard, so he can just core change them all back. Croc is annoying for my Dragapult and myself. Primarina is also really annoying, so I feel like we might just see the top 4 plus Glimora and Conk with them. I don't know. It's an interesting team. I think I have a good matchup though. Like, this is one of the first matchups in the season that I feel pretty decent about. Like, and knowing what I'm bringing. Up first, Dragapult with lefties, sub T-Wave Hex, Dragon Pulse, Infiltrator. And with speed toys with Max Speed Sceptile, so I speed his entire team unless it's a choice card. Max special attack, then I put a decent amount in HP, not a lot, a decent amount in HP to have a number divisible by 16 plus 1 to maximize my lefties. Put the rest in Spit Def, actually, in case he wants to be bringing Psynoise, which goes through my substitute. So I always try to sub up on the Cinderace, for example, because that breaks it doesn't get affected by the Sucker Punch. I can also easily sub up on like a Yuxi trying to T-Wave me, or I can just sub up on the Fortress. Like, I can sub up on quite a fair bit of Pokemon. Thing I have to be careful about, obviously, is a Sableye encoring me, or a Prankster Sableye just going for an all-out T-Wave. But I'm not so sure Sableye comes. Plus, like, if I just position Dragapult in against the Pokemon, and I force a switch, I can easily click sub then. I run T-Wave over Will-O-Wisp, which I'm not 100% sure about, mainly because I hate T-Wave. Wisp is quite decent to hit the Croc and the Raging Bolt, which T-Wave doesn't. And it's not like Wolf has the fastest team, but I kind of like the higher accuracy of T-Wave. Mainly that, to be honest. Plus, like, I am bringing an Azumarill with Encore, so if I can't cripple some things in their speed, I can probably Encore them with Azumarill, which could be nice. If I catch a Scarfer, I guess that's also cool. But I feel like if there is a Scarfer, it's going to be Crook, and I can't T-Wave a Crook anyway. But Hex is really good after a Pokemon is T-Waved, and I'm running Dragon Pulse over Draco Meteor, Because when I'm behind a substitute, I'd rather not let my own special attack get dropped down. Like, otherwise I have to switch, and when I'm behind a substitute, I obviously don't want to switch through. This Dragapult is actually really good this matchup. Like, it's going to be hard for him to deal with it, in my opinion. I two-shot Crocodile, unless it's very bulky or it's assault vested. I do a lot of damage, and he is quite terrified of switching in on me. If I can T-Wave the Primarina, then I can start hexing it the next turn, and I have decent switch-ins for Prim anyway. So, good matchup for Bolt. Hopefully he can get some kills. Corviknight is my second Pokemon with a Rocky Helmet. Roost, Defog, Ute, and Bravert. I am running almost max HP, almost max defense, a little bit of speed. Once again, I speed creep my own Dugong, in case he wants to be running some speed on Primarina, stuff like that. Conkeldurr is the main Pokemon I want to hit speed, because this is a Fizzif Corviknight to switch in on Croc and to switch in on Conkeldurr. But in general, just really hard for him to kill this Corviknight. Like, Hydrapple can really do it, Uxie can really do it, Fortress can really do it, so Sceptile cannot do it at all. It's just going to be hard for him to kill. It basically forces in the Raging Bolt on the Cinderace, and I can U-turn on those two, switch into something else, which should be really handy for me. I'm running Defog because this is a Glimmora team, and I am not running Boots on my team. Like, I thought about running Mono Boots, but I kind of needed my other items more. Not really the lefties on Bolt, but I really needed the item on my Arcanine, for example. So I'm just running Defog to get rid of the hazards from Glimmora and Fortress. I'm not bringing my own hazards, so it's fine. Roost for longevity, Bravert for Conkeldurr. The rest I mentioned. Rocky Helmet is just switching on Crocodile, knocking me off, because I think that's the most likely scenario. And if I run lefties or something else and then get knocked off, I don't get anything out of it, so I'd rather just do some damage to Croc. Third Pokemon, Arcanine. Terra Fairy with Expert Belt. This is a likely lead option for me. Play Rough, Wild Charge, Flamethrower, Bulldoze with Flash Fire. The main reason why I want to lead this thing off potentially is because with Terra Fairy and Flash Fire, I'm a really good Cinderace answer. He doesn't really have anything to hit my Arcanine with the Cinderace, and I pressure his team a lot. Like, genuinely a lot. Like, I could try to switch in Azumarill or Dragapult on the Cinderace, I guess, but I am risking a Will-O-Wisp, which is not ideal. This Arcanine can do a lot, because with Expert Belt, I am super effective versus Raging Ball with Play Rough. I am super effective against Cinderace with Bulldoze, although that's not the main thing. Super effective versus Crocodile with Play Rough. Super effective versus Primarina with Wild Charge. I'm super effective versus the Hydrapple with Play Rough. I'm super effective versus Glimmora with Bulldoze. Fortress with Flamethrower. Sceptile with Flamethrower. Conkeldurr with Play Rough. Sableye with Play Rough. So I basically hit this entire team for super effective damage other than the Uxie. With my speed investment, I outrun Croc and below, so realistically only the Cinderace and the Sceptile outrun me. Sceptile I'm not expecting anyway, so only Cinderace outruns me, and Cinderace cannot touch me, which is nice. And with my max attack investment, I actually OHKO the Glimmora with Bulldoze, and I also OHKO Primarina if it isn't Fizdef with Bulldoze into Wild Charge, which could be really important too. Bulldoze is just a nice stack as well to, for example, you get the speed drop on a Scarfer, which would be nice, and then I get the speed advantage, which obviously is always helpful. I thought about running something else other than Expert Belt. Like, I maybe would have run like Heavy Duty Boots, like I mentioned, but then a Morning Sunset, or even run a Assault Vested, because I am scared of leading this Arcanine to a Sash Glimmora, because I do die to a Power Gem if I don't Terra, and I do die to a Sludge Bomb if I do Terra. So if the Glimmora comes, I may not lead this thing off, and I may like lead Corviknight, for example, or even the Azelf. I'll see. I have quite a few Pokemon that can likely lead off, but I think this Arcanine is going to be really hard for him to switch in on, and hopefully I can get some kills. It's important though that I can keep hazards off the field with Corviknight, because this Arcanine is going to come in on the Cinderace, take damage from it, and then if I have to take hazard damage as well, I'm going to get crippled down, especially without Morning Sun. But I do need all these moves to actually do damage to his team. Like, I could run no Bulldoze, but then Glimmora is a really free switching. I need Wild Charge for the Primarina. Unironically, Flamethrower is the least good move on this team. Like, I could run no Flamethrower, because and accept that the Fortress is never staying in on me, but I just like the option of having it. I feel like I can probably maneuver this Arcanine, so I don't need to click Morning Sun. So I'm running with this set. I think it's really good. Fourth Pokemon, Jean-Claude, Black Sludge. Recovery, EQ, Poison Jab, Haste with the Water Absorb. This is a Spadef Jean-Claude. Almost max Spadef. A little bit of attack, max HP. The attack that I have always breaks Substitute from Hydrapple with Poison Jab. If it's max HP, max defense. That's all the attack I invested for. It's also just nice because his main Pokemon do not like to switch in on EQ. Poison Jab also hits Primarina for super effective damage. I am Spadef for Raging Bolt. This is also why I'm Water Absorb over Unaware, so I can switch in on Specs Dracos. Otherwise, he can probably two-shot me with Specs Draco. I can recover those things off. Water Absorb also helps as a switch in for Primarina. So, the only thing that I need to be wary about is like a Crocodile running Riot, but I have a Corviknight, I have an Azelf, I have an Azumarill. Like, I have a lot for Crocodile, I think. And I cannot touch Uxie either, but Uxie also shouldn't be able to do much to me, and I can haze it. Other than that, I can always freely go into my Corviknight on the Uxie and U-turn out into Azelf, which I will explain later. So this Clodsire does well against most of his Pokemon. Only the Uxie and the Crocodile especially are annoying for me. I feel like Cinderace could also do a lot of damage to me, but I do still have an Arcanine, so yeah. Haze is there if the Raging Bolt wants to start clicking Calm Mind on me. Or if the Uxie wants to start clicking Calm Mind on me, I can haze those things away. Because I'm not unaware, so I'd rather not have Raging Bolt click Calm Mind, because that could be problematic for my Dragapult. Other than that, really standard Jean-Claude. Once again, hard to break down. And I think it's going to do some work. Fifth Pokemon, Azumarill with a Focus Sash. I could also lead this thing off. I have Play Rough, Liquidation, Aqua Jet, and Encore. Reason why I am Focus Sash is because I don't really need an item. Genuinely. And if I predict a Glimmora lead, I feel like there's a decent chance he just sets up his hazards predicting me to switch out. Or he predicts me to OHKO him with like a Bandit Jet, I don't know about that calc. I feel like that shouldn't KO him, but maybe. I feel like the Glimmora will not click Poison, Sludge Bomb turn 1 against my Azumarill. So I can click Liquidation, take it cleanly out. If it is Focus Sash, I can click Aqua Jet after. And I just accept that I'm going to be playing with Rocks and with T-Spikes. Although I have a defucking Corviknight, which is very free, and I can absorb T-Spikes with Jean-Claude and recover the Rocks with the Black Sludge. So Azumarill can lead off if I predict Glimmora. Although I have other things for Glimmora, so it's interesting. Focus Sash is just nice because it also works against the Raging Bolt, for example. If I come in on, if the Raging Bolt comes in on me and I still have my Sash intact, I can click a Play Rough, do damage to it. I have quite a fair bit of speed. Like, as you can see, I have a lot. I think I speed creep a no speed Raging Bolt. Let me see this actually. Raging Bolt, no speed. Yeah, I outspeed Raging Bolt with no speed. I even outspeed Raging Bolt with 12 speed. So if I see that I'm faster than Raging Bolt, I can Play Rough. And then I can Encore him into the Thunderclap, for example, if he sees that he is slower than me the turn after, which is awesome. Encore is there as my last move, because I can Encore like a Fortress clicking Rocks, or I can Encore a Uxie trying to set up on me. I can Encore Cinderace, for example, although I feel like if Cinderace stays in on me, it's going to click U-turn, so Encore is nice. It also helps with my Dragapult if I get some T-Wave to get some speed initiative. But there's also Meryl, should outrun Conkeldurr, should outrun the Fortress, the Hydrapple, probably even the Primarina, hopefully the Raging Bolt. But like, his fairy switch-ins are only Cinderace and Fortress, genuinely, and Cinderace obviously drops to a water move, so also looks really important. I have max attack, speed and dimension, but the rest in HP. And my last Pokemon is the Azelf with the lefties. I am running Encore Sub, Mystical Power, D-Gleam with Levitate. I'm bringing this as a way to deal with the Uxie, mainly. So, if the Uxie is, for example, Terra Steel, my Jean-Claude cannot touch it and it's setup fodder. I go into Corviknight and I see that it clicks a setup move. I am slower than Uxie, I can click a slow U-turn. If he clicks a Psychic move, I can Anchor him into that with my Azelf. If he clicks a T-Bolt, for example, I'm going to take some damage, but I can freely go into my Arcanine, stuff like that, so I can probably deal with it. Ideal scenario, the Uxie sees that my Corviknight is also set up folder for him. He clicks Calm Mind again. I U-turn, go into Azelf, click Encore on the Uxie being stuck in a setup move. I can get a free sub up, and then I can start going in. His fairy switches, like I mentioned, are only Cinderace and the Fortress, but Cinderace does not appreciate taking mystical powers. So that's nice to boost my special attack. I guess Fortress is both of them, but Fortress is not really that important of a Pokemon for me. Like, I have really good options against Fortress between Jean-Claude and Corviknight, even Dragapult. So, all chip damage on Fortress is also good chip damage. It's not like I can recover it back up, so... important, I guess. I can also Anchor Raging Bolt once again. I can even Anchor a Crocodile if it tries to set up, or... even like a Sableye or a Hydrapple, stuff like that, so... it's nice. I am running almost max speed Modest, because this outruns Croc and below. No, it outruns Uxie and below, actually. Even if the Uxie is max speed timid, I outrun that with my Azelf, so I can always Anchor it. So, once again, only Pokemon that outspeed me are Sceptile and Cinderace. Not expecting Sceptile, so only Cinderace. If I am behind a substitute, Cinderace has to hit me. Probably with a U-turn, like I am aware of that, but it's fine. I'm almost max special attack, and then again, I put a little bit in HP to have a number divisible by 16 plus 1, once again to maximize my leftovers. So, my main win con this week is, I think, my Arcanine actually, because it's tough for him to switch in on, but the Dragapult also does a lot of damage with my Hex T-Wave combo and then the Dragon Pulse. It's going to be tough for him to beat me, I think, because Corviknight plus Clodsire is really hard for him to break. And then my other Pokemon are really hard to switch in on, especially with like a Disruptor Dragapult with T-Wave, a Disruptor Azelf with Anchor, Disruptor Azumarill even with Anchor, so I think I have a good matchup. Let's hope we can win again versus Wolf, finish the season with a win, maybe overtake Elliot if Caleb does his job versus Elliot as well. Anyway, thank you all for watching the final team builder of the season, and I'll see you in the battle. Peace. Okay everyone, we are searching for Wolf. This game does not matter in the slightest. Wolf cannot make playoffs anymore. I cannot get top spot because Elliot beat Caleb. So, doesn't matter at all. I guess I can finish third place instead of second place. But, we'll see. Conkeldurr! Oh, we don't see Cinderace. Raging Bolt. Sableye I didn't expect. Prim Fortress. Fortress is only Tower Cap. Prim... 40, which has Ghost, Water, and Brook. I guess Water could make sense versus my team. And then the Hydrapple. Genuinely not what I expected at all. Not what I expected at all. So let's get rid of Cinderace for Fortress. We don't see Glimora either. Interesting. Don't see Croak, but we see Hydrapple. We don't see Uxie. But we see Conk, and we don't see Glimora, we see Sableye. I feel like Sableye is a likely lead option. I'll just lead off my Arcanine like I plan to. Like, my Terra Fairy is really good against him. Like, I hit 4 Pokemon for super effective damage with Clay Rough. I hit the Primarina with Wild Charge, hit the Fortress with Flamethrower. Arcanine just is really damn good. Let's put him on the back foot immediately, shall we? Yeah, have fun to Wolf. Hopefully I can beat him, end the season nicely. If I win, I finish second place. If I lose, I finish third place. Doesn't really matter, to be honest. Like, doesn't really matter. I mainly honor the Wolf for bragging rights. Okay, play roughing Arcanine versus Raging Bolt. Arcanine, Raging Bolt, Terra Fairy. I never Oko. I don't think we've seen Booster Energy. If he is Choice Specs, Modest, he has a solid chance to 2-hit KO me. He has a solid chance to Oko me, 2-hit KO lol. I think I'll just go into Clodsire. His switch in for me is probably Primarina anyway. And then I'm fine with Jean-Claude being in against the Primarina. Yeah. Let's do this. Let's see what he's doing. Let's see what he's doing, right? We see Volt Switch. Okay. Volt Switch. I don't see any Q immunity. We could see Fortress. but I don't mind Fortress. I think we see... I think I'll just click EQ. Even if the Hydrapple comes out, I'm in with my answer for Hydrapple anyway. Doesn't really matter to me. Let's see. What the fuck is this? Oh my days. That made me laugh. Oh wow. Fortress. Takes nothing from me. That's fine. Should I go hard Arcanine? Should I go hard Arcanine? I probably should. This thing doesn't really threaten me, so I will. I will just go hard Arcanine. Let's see what's going on. Let's click the Stealth Rock. That's to be expected. Rocks. I reckon he doesn't risk taking a Flamethrower. So we have to guess which is going to be his switch in. I'm not going to Terra, but I am going to click Play Rough. I think that makes sense. Yeah, okay. What do we catch? Yako, this is the Raging Bolt. This is the Raging Bolt. You click Play Rough. Easily do 50% to it. Raging Bolt. This would make sense if he clicks Thunderclap, to be honest. It's not booster energy. If it's choice specs... If it's choice specs, he does 85%. Is that something I want to take on my Arcanine? Not really, to be honest with you. Although... If I go Clodsire, I don't really lose anything though. Yeah, let's go Clodsire. Let's go Clodsire. Let's go Clodsire. Draco Meteor, okay. 433 to 172. That's an interesting click. 433 to 172. He hit 57% with the Draco. He's not choice specs. That's for sure. Okay. Draco on the Raging Bolt, please think about it. Shadow is Sableye. I feel like on this thing I would probably like to defog. I can't lie. I would probably like to defog on this thing. See what it goes for. We know he clicks Draco with his Raging Bolt on my Arcanine, which is an interesting decision. This could be Encore. Like, this could be Encore. But if it is, I take two of them away. Yeah, okay. Sableye has Encore. But we did take two away, which is good. I'd like to click Defog. I'd also like to click U-turn. Let's click Defog first. Let's see what he goes for. Click T-Wave. Brick. T-Wave. I'm fully paralyzed. Big Brick. Smoke. I'm losing HP. Knock, I don't have my helmet anymore. He should click Encore, but then again I take two away, which I'm perfectly fine with. He has lefties. Let's see. If I click Roost and he clicks Encore, I'm in a bad position. He knocks something off. He probably knocks off my Jean-Claude, which I do not want. Can't I just go hard into Azumarill right here? Because I don't need to Roost yet. Okay. Let's see. I feel like he clicks Encore. He E-click stop off. Fine. Fine. Knocks off my focus sash. I do not mind this. Okay. Show me your switch in. I guess this is Fortress. Right? How much does also Meryl do against Fortress? Azu, Fortress. I don't do anything to it. I would like to take this thing out though. I don't want my Arcanine paralyzed, so yeah, okay. He clicks T-Wave on my Azu. I would really like to take this out, Azumarill. Okay. Good. Happy with that. That's a trade I'm more than fine making. Azu takes out the Sableye. Happy, happy, happy. Happy, happy, happy. Here comes Hydro Pole. Okay. A Hydro Pole. Jean-Claude. Jean-Claude. Quadsire. Hydro Pole. Worst case scenario. Yeah, he's plot Earth Power. Let's see how much this does to me. Decent damage actually. Let's see. I'll click Haze. 207, that is nothing to me. Plot Earth Power. Okay. I'll click Recover right here. He can Plot again. He has to have dragon moves, right? Can't I just go hard into my... He did 204, he did like 50%. Let's see. Yeah, this seems like max defense, no investment bolt. Let's go Corviknight. See what he goes for. Bum, 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 bum. Earth Powers again, that's his third one because this is on Corviknight. I'll click a U-turn right here. He clicks Fickle Beam, he's going all out with the Fickle Beam. It does so much damage, what the fuck. Okay, Bro clicked Fickle Beam. Oh, Rocky Helmet, do I die? Yeah, good play. I lost my main answer to comp. Helmet, so this thing kills Corvi. Fickle Beam. Okay. Fickle Beam. How much does Dragapult do? Decent amount of damage. How much does Arcanine do? Not a lot of damage. The Self. Let's just go into Dragapult. I think I'll click a sub. Beating in the Primarina. I think I should get Prim. I think I can T-Wave then. Worst case scenario, he has Psynoise. Yeah, this is Prim, Primarina. Boom, 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 boom. Psychic Noise doesn't do much to me. That's good. Let's click a T-Wave right here. Oof. Oof. I hate this move so much. He does have Psynoise. Psynoise, Liquid Noise. I want my T-Wave. Yeah, okay. Jesus Christ. I would like this full para. Moonblasts. That makes sense. Psy Noise, Moonblast. I'm prevented from healing. It's no longer prevented from healing. Don't really care, to be honest with you. Jean-Claude. I am missing my Corviknight, obviously. He doesn't switch in on Arcanine though, so like, I just need Arcanine to get clicking some buttons. Okay. Moonblast does nothing to Jean-Claude. I would like to click a... If he does go into Fortress, he gets his rocks back up, which is obviously not ideal. I'll click Poison Jab first though. Psy Noise. But this doesn't work because I have Load Absorb. E-Jab. Good damage. I do 50 with Jean-Claude to Primarina. Yeah, this makes sense. I'll click EQ now. Although, I'm really tempted to go into Arcanine. I will go into Arcanine. He's not staying in. Yeah. Yeah, okay. 69. High Fortress. Bum 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 bum. Arcanine. Taking Flamethrower right here. He withdraws, so something is taking this Flamethrower to the dome. It is the apple? Or it is the apple? What do I do? 25? Arcanine. Hydro Ball. Makes sense. I will do a lot with it later, so I'm going for this right now. I'm going for this right now. We should always do 50% to him. Jesus Christ, I'm getting ridiculously haxed. This Giga Drain, he does so much damage to me. Bro. Bro. Oh my days, I'm getting so haxed. Good damage. Oh, Rocky Helmet, I forgot about this again. Idiots. That's actually really bad that I forgot about this. I can still win. It's okay. $69. Is this Fortress Rocky Helmet too? That'd be bad. If this thing is Rocky Helmet, that's really bad for me. It's not. Fine. I'll click Flamethrower again. Yeah, sure. Keep making your doubles, I don't mind. I wish I had Morning Sun now. I wish I had Morning Sun now. I'm clicking this again. I'm clicking this again. Jesus. This apple kills my Arcanine. Oh, we get an attack drop. Let's go. He thinks Giga Drain. Sure. I need to go. Need to go into Dragon Bolt. And I would like to click a Hex. I would really like to click a Hex. I don't know what we're going to get. Raging Bolt? I do have a lot of HP. I'm fine taking a Thunder Clap right here. Okay. He's just letting me take this thing out, which is nice for me.
We take our Raging Bolt of Bolt.
Conk is scary, obviously. The Zelf looks good though. Two stones. Concolder. Dragabolt. Bonk. I do so much damage to him though. I don't think he can take out also Marrow. So I'm fine stacking him also to this thing. Let's see what he goes for. Let's see what he goes for.
Please bulk up. That's okay. Please bulk up.
I have Encore. Oh, he withdraws. It's fine. Yeah, that's fine. 69 is Fortress. Fully paralyzed. Nice, 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 nice. I don't see how he beats Jean-Claude actually. Hazard stacking could be annoying from Dragapult. But that's it, to be honest. Something Stealth Rocks. Fine. Fine. This is only annoying if he has spikes and stuff as well. So he withdraws. I'm getting an EQ off on something. This is the Hydra. I do have Poison Jab, so he's healing it up though. It's not breaking through my Clot side though. I'll click V-Jab. Okay, so he's just healing it up, which makes sense. He's just healing it up, which makes a lot of sense actually. Yeah, this Hydrapple is really annoying. I think Gyro Ball. Ow! I'm going to click a Poison Jab right here. I'm going to click a Poison Jab right here. Just hoping to catch this Hydrapple. He needs this Concolder to beat my Clodsire. Clicks Body Pass. Ah, okay, this is more damage actually.
I can't take the piss every time. Drugs, Gyro, Body Pass.
I assume Rapid Spin. That would make sense. Let's see. He withdraws now, he's getting me. Buddy. He's getting me. Buddy. He's going to love that he's calling me right here. I don't mind this though. Let's keep clicking Poison Jab. Sure, go back into your fortress. Who cares, mate? I'm getting lefty recovery. He's baiting the guts. Lefties. I am not risking my Clot side on this thing. Let that be clear. To be honest, I'm in a really good spot for a Zelf. Ice Sponge. That does nothing to me. Right here, we just kind of like to play rough. If we take the Fortress out, my Zelf looks incredible, so... Oh, wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. How many does Azu take from Fortress? Fortress, Shadow Ball. Azu, paralyzed. He does nothing to me. Absolutely nothing. Good. I'd like to click in play rough right here. Buster Berry. Is he going boom? You're taking Gyro Ball. Gyro Ball. Fucking paralyzed. Oh, great. Great. I'll click Encore right here. Okay.
Poco, Ice Punch.
I think I can easily go into a Zelf right here. How much is a Zelf taking from a body pressing Fortress? No, how much do I do to the Hydra Pull? I should just go Bolt. I should just go Bolt. Yeah, and now what, mate? VU, yeah, Hydra Pull. That's what I want to do anyway. That's what I wanted in anyway. Kinda wish I had Draco Meteor though. I won't lie. If I let Bull go down, I think a Zelf just wins. So I'm just going to blink this Dragon Balls right here. Once again, don't get the roll. I die.
That's fine. That's fine. This apple has hacked my entire team, which is funny.
But I think a Zelf cleans this up right now. I think a Zelf can do this. Unless I horribly played my cards wrong, I think I got this in the back. So, click Mystical Power. $69.
Take out Fortress with a Zelf.
Take out Fortress with a Zelf. I'm at +1 right now. Yeah, I should be okay. Concoder always drops dead. This thing always dies to a Mystical Power as well.
Yeah, let's go with Zelf. Let's go with Zelf.
Even luck cannot beat me, Wolf. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Good try, though. Good try, though. How about do we do to Prim? Prim Arena. I guess this thing could live. I guess this thing could live, but he doesn't have anything to beat my plot side anymore. So we're chilling. We are chilling. GG's my guy. GG's my guy.
Goodbye, Apple. You tried, though. You really fucking tried.
Bruh, my Corviknight got max attack Fickle Beamed, my Arcanine missed the play rough, my Dragon Ball missed that roll. He really tried. It's funny. Come on, Zelf. Clean this up for me. Oh, this thing is a soul vested. Funny. Funny. Sparkling Aria. I do live. I do live. Let's take him out with Dazzling Gleam so we don't miss. D-Gleam! GG's to Wolf! Finish the season 7-0 in an 8-week season. I'm never getting over this. But yeah, thank you all for watching everyone. I'll see you in playoffs, 2nd seed once again, for heaven's sake. Can't really do anything when Mr. Elliot goes 8-0, plus 30 fucking 2. So yeah, thank you all for watching everyone. I'll see you in playoffs next week. GG's to Wolf. Peace!